going to be doing another string pull today. Love these string pulls. Dancing string pulls. Anyway, I have some Caribbean Blue mixed up. This is Apple Barrel, just from Walmart. And I'm out of canvases, which is a big bummer, but this is not one of my favorites, so I'm just going to pour over it because I want to paint. Oop, look, looks like there's a booger in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover this entire canvas in this. This is just Floetrol water and paint. And I will fast forward this. Nobody wants to watch this. Yeah, okay. So, I've got my paint on my canvas. Now, for those of you who don't like the long talking videos and would rather just watch it and fast forward with some music, head over to We Pour Art on Facebook. The link will be in the description bar. I've been editing most of my videos there, adding them to that page with music instead of my talking, because I know everybody likes something a little bit different. At least when I have a little bit of time. Okay, so I have, this is Perfetto Irish Gold, and this is already pretty thin. I don't know if you can see this, but this is already pretty much pouring. Now this is their metallic paint. Their metallic paint and their pearl paste are a little bit different. Their pearl paste is a little bit thicker and thins down like normal paint. But their metallic paint, make sure you can see that, is a bit thinner. Not quite as thin as I would normally use, but for these string pulls, it works. And then I have some gold. This is just Arteza Gold. This is some silver mixed with white. And then I think this is, let's see, Payne's Gray mixed with some white. So what I'm going to do is put some of this down. I'm going to put the white down first because I don't want a ton of that. And I'm going to go diagonal this time. And if you haven't seen one of these dancing string pulls, they are really fun. It's kind of like a swipe, but you have a little bit more, well, a different kind of control with this than you do with like a regular swipe, where you're just going in one direction, because a string can be twisted and turned all different ways. So I'm just putting a band of color. Some green. Now the colors that I just poured are mixed with Floetrol and silicone. A little bit of water. I do have a mixing video. I will share that in the description bar as well. If you're new, I have a newbie video and a mixing video. I will link to those in the description bar. So if you are like lost already, feel free to check those links out to get a little bit more information. Okay, so here's my string. It's just regular old yarn from Walmart. Nothing fancy, nothing special. I'm going to go from right here. And I'm just going to pull the paint. And see, I can take it any direction I want. Now, if you get under it, like I just did, it kind of just pulls the paint as opposed to spreads it for cells. And that's kind of neat too. Sometimes you can get away with using the same string. Depends on what you're doing. Look, I just flicked some paint. So there's a downside to using this again. I'm kind of going to probably go the same way. See, I can float it on top. Like I'm doing right here. Or as you saw that way, I can let it sink to the bottom. And then it just kind of pulls all the layers of paint. Let's see if I can get it to do that again. Okay, so let's let this one sink. Okay, the trick is, it's kind of like flossing your teeth. Getting it tight. Kind of gonna let it sink. Oops. Always be aware of where your tails are. Okay, there we go. This one does not want to sink like the other one did. But anyway, you saw what happened. Must not have quite as much paint there or something, because it was not wanting to sink down in there. And that's usually when it happens. When there's a lot of paint under the string or behind the string, it does sink better. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. I think I'm just going to do all this way as opposed to going some one way and some the other, which is what I usually do. There, see, I can let that sink and pull. See how that's pulling the paint? Or I can lift it up and create more of that drag. So you really do have a lot of control with the string. And like I said, if you want to do more of a drag, you want a little bit more paint on the canvas. Okay. Now I'm going to, I was thinking about torching it, but you know what? I kind of like it just the way it is, so I don't think I'm going to. But you know what I bet would be neat, I might have to try it, is using a little bit of a stiffener on it and then putting, you know how you can stiffen it with like deco art or something, and then like make a design and pull. It would be stiff as opposed to loosey-goosey, but okay, I'm just kind of looking over it to see if there's anything else I want to mess with, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to leave it. If you have any questions about the dancing string pull, let me know in the comments section. We can go over it a little bit more in detail if you want. This is something I started a while back, and I've really just now gotten the hang of doing it a little bit better. So if you have questions, let me know. I'm planning on going live, probably on my Facebook page. I think that might be easier than on YouTube. I wasn't sure if I was going to paint or just talk, so if that's something you are interested in, comment below. Also go to my Facebook page and like it. That's something I can invite to, so let me know on that one, on that end too. My kids are getting older. All this is getting a lot easier, so I have a little bit more flexibility, which is awesome. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, guys, are always appreciated, as well as those subscribes and notifications. Help me out so I can keep bringing you videos and buying more canvases. So we will see you next time. As always, guys, happy pouring.